Alright, this is Vegeta 8259 again, and today I'm going to be doing a review of the 1 to 1/44 scale no grade Altron Gundam from Gundam Wing. A little bit of history. In Gundam Wing, Wu Fei started out with the Shenlong Gundam, and about midway through the series, as in most Gundam series, his Gundam gets upgraded and we get the Altron. So, let's see, for colors, oh, by the way, this kit's completely painted. It's not going to look like this out of the box. The plastic colors he comes molded in is the kind of grayish off-white color for all the white parts. He comes with a kind of a teal color that's a little bit darker than the paint I used. He comes with a little bit of red and just very little yellow. In fact, I think the only yellow parts on him are the shield and the V-fin. And then he has gray polycaps, and I think that's about it. But, yeah, one downside about this kit, I'll go ahead and say, in fact, probably the only bad part about this kit is that he is going to require a lot of painting if you're going to get him to look like he looks on the box. Even with all the stickers they give you, everything is not covered, so yeah, this guy definitely takes a lot of painting. So anyway, let's get into articulation. He's got a ball joint neck, which doesn't really go forward and back very much at all, just because of the shape of his head. And it goes side to side just a little bit. It rotates about that far, not very much. So not much motion in the head, just because of the shape of his head. You can see he's got these spiky things on the back, he's got spiky things on the front. Just keeps the head from moving around very much. Anyway, let's do his backpack. He's got these little wings, which I'm not really sure if they serve any practical function. They didn't really do anything in the show except for hold his little beam trident. But they can go back and forth. And he's got this little scorpion-like beam cannon on his back, which has got 3 points of articulation on it. It's got a little hinge that can bend right there, a polycap hinge that can bend right there and rotate slightly. And it can rotate at the base. And you have to be careful or else the polycap will pop out. And it can rotate and go around to the front, and he can shoot stuff in front of him as well as behind. Actually seems kind of silly in my opinion, but whatever. And this whole thing, of course, is going to be molded in green, so you're going to have to paint all this stuff. Anyway, the arms, which are pretty much the gimmick for this one-trick pony. Obviously he's got 360 at the shoulders, as most Gundams do, and he can rotate below the shoulders 360, or he could go 360 if the Dragon Fang didn't get in the way, and he can rotate at the elbow as well and bend about 90 degrees. But oh, I forgot, the hand is just one solid polycap, and it can rotate and wiggle. But the main gimmick on Altron are the Dragon Fangs. The arms extend out. You take... shoulder, elbow came off. You take the hands out of the wrist and flip the Dragon Fang down. And you've got Altron's primary weapon. And he does do this on both arms. And you've got some articulation in here. He goes up and down at the shoulder. He got a double joint right here. And then he's got another joint right there. And it can go up and down as well as rotate. And it keeps coming off. And I already showed you the elbow articulation. And the little mouth on the Dragon Fang can open. On the 1/100 scale, these yellow fangs on the top open as well, but on the 1/144 scale, just the bottom one moves. But it's actually pretty nice. Definitely an improvement on the Shenlong, I think. Maybe not color-wise, but design-wise, I think 2 is better than 1. And his shield is mounted here on his shoulder and can come off. Can't really use it any other way than to put it on his shoulder, so he can't hold it or anything. But anyway, his waist can rotate. Well, I thought it could go 360, but apparently it can't. Looks like his little stomach piece gets in the way of the back skirt, so he can't go all the way 360, and I think I just scratched at my paint job. Huh. Well, that sucks. Oh well. The front skirts are one solid piece, so they move together up and down. Not very far, but a little bit. Side skirts can move in and out. The back skirt doesn't move, it's just one solid piece. And of course the hips are on ball joints, so it lets the legs go forward and back, not very far back because of the back skirts. And they can go in and out. He's got double jointed knees that bend a little bit more than 45 degrees. Not very far. I mean 90 degrees anyway. I'm getting confused. Ball joint for the ankles, so they can go up and down. They can go side to side a little bit and rotate just a little bit as well. As far as weapons go, he comes with a little collapsed beam trident, which I didn't bother painting. This is the color green that he comes molded in, and as you can see it's a little bit darker than what I used to paint him. And he comes with a full-length turned on beam trident. And let's see, the little beams were molded in white, or that grayish off-white color, and then the handle was molded in green. So I painted handle gunmetal, and obviously the beams I did in fluorescent green and white. And that wasn't supposed to happen. And if you want to display it kind of maybe just one side, you can take the little beams out of the end of the trident and put them back in. And to get it in his hand, you're going to have to take off one end and then slide it in his hand like so, and then pop that other end right back on there. So there you go. And I guess that's pretty much it for Altron Gundam. This is actually a pretty nice kit for not being a high grade. Like I said, pretty much the only downside to this kit is he needs a lot of painting if he's going to end up looking like he does on the box art. So, yeah, don't buy this if you aren't too confident in your painting skills. So, I guess that about does it for this review, and I will see you guys next time.